There's fishing trips, and then there's adventures that involve fishing, and the latter is what really fuels us. Adventures that put you and your gear to the test, miles and miles away from anyone. There's no resources out here, and no one to call for help shall things take a turn for the worse. It's just you and the wilderness. But it's here where we feel most at home. In our element, one may say, with unlimited potential. Maybe unknown potential is the better phrase. Each day has a sense of mystery to it, where you could catch no fish or catch the fish of your dreams. On this trip, we set out on an adventure with David and Leah Jackson, two of the most adventurous people I know. Canoe trips across Canada, they do it. Traversing the largest lakes in the world by canoe or snowshoe, they do it. Sleeping outside with nothing but a sleeping bag when it's 40 below, you bet they do it. If it involves a 2 to 5 month journey, you can bet you will see them on whatever trail that may be, canoe or snowshoe by their side. It's an honor to be a guest alongside them, for they know these areas and routes better than most. Possibly being with them is what helps make trips like these feel at home, for there is absolutely no situation or circumstance they have not encountered. It's a pretty mundane trip for them, but for us, it's the pinnacle of ice fishing. Also along on this trip is our good friend Tori, a true Canadian. If something breaks, he will fix it. If something swims, he will catch it. If Tori is along for the adventure, you can bet you will be eating moose steaks for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Our mission this trip was to skidoo nearly 40 miles and ice camp for 3 days. To a new area, new waters that none of us had ever fished. Just getting there and setting up camp is an adventure within itself. Who knows what the rest of the days would bring. Season 7 of Superior Angling TV is brought to you by Eskimo Ice Fishing Gear. Winter is alive and well. That's a lot of ice, a lot of snow, a lot of slush, but the Ion Alpha here chews right through it. All right, we are out here, and really kind of what we're looking for in a spot is access to deep water, right? Like any good, bigger, when you're targeting a little bit bigger lake trout, like they need that deep water, that depth, right? So we kind of have that behind us here, and we kind of have more of a feeding flat. And that's, to me, is kind of your two main keys to success in the wintertime, no matter what lakes you're on, right? Whether you're on Lake Superior or you're inland, that's kind of a great combination, is a feeding flat, right? Where these fish can go up on this flat, push around eel pout, push around herring, whitefish, smelt, and they just kind of cruise. On the contrary, you can fish structure. Fishing underwater points, it's a great tactic. It's a great strategy if you're gonna do a lot of run and gun, right? Pluck off a couple fish here, a couple fish there. A feeding flat like this kind of enables you to sit all day long and wait for these fish to pass on through. And it's kind of a spot where you can set up, and you're probably gonna see some numbers, right? And you don't have to move a ton. It doesn't really pay to move too much on a big flat like this. You just gotta find that right depth. So, we're gonna keep drilling until we find that 50, 60 foot area, and get some baits in the water. So, it's it's a little bit windy, cold, kind of extreme conditions, but we're out here and it's absolutely gorgeous, and there are trout beneath us. We know that. So let's punch a couple more holes and get some baits in the water.
How does it feel?
It's a nice one.
Yeah? Let me know if you want to tighten your drag.
Sure.
Really big head shakes, eh?
Yeah.
Good little.
Sure, you can tighten it a bit.
It was exciting because he chased up both of us. He went after my bait, and then he left me alone and turned and hit you, and you weren't even jigging.
I know, I wasn't even ready.
Do you think you gained on it much?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Oh, my arm's sore.
So, gosh.
Holy
thing in the
man, my
morning
arm
here.
is actually getting sore. This is.
Marked a couple of fish that wouldn't bite, but that one had no problem. He was just choosing what bait he wanted to eat. That's cool. Oh my gosh, it's a good one. Wow.
Holy. Yeah, this feels really decent.
It's getting closer to the hole. That line's starting to move really fast,
I'm
eh?
not gaining on him.
Everything you just gained on this fish is gone.
It's
He just
gone.
went back down to the bottom.
I know.
After what, 10, 15 minutes of fighting, he still has enough energy to pull all the way back down to bottom. And your drag's not loose. Keep the tension on him.
Yeah, you did tighten it.
But you can't bring the fish up too quickly because otherwise they have way too much energy when they get
So
here.
true.
And then they're under the hole and they're going crazy.
Then you
need-
lose them.
Then you lose them. You need to let them tire out a little bit. You just caught a giant Leah. Wow. Oh my
he's-
gosh. What? Baby, wow. Nice
That's
fish,
a big
Leah.
fish.
Here, you want to hold it?
No?
No? Here,
I
put your
guess
hand
so.
in the gill right there, yeah. Put the hand under the belly
Yeah.
right here, yeah. What a giant, that fish is huge.
So beautiful.
Okay, here you go, on go. You got a hand on it?
Yeah.
Get his head in the hole
Okay.
there. You got him?
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
If you want to swim? You got
Yeah,
him?
he's kicking.
Wow.
he's gone.
First fish of the day, nice one. Wipe out.
Oh, it's
Nice
so
one.
much fun.
That was a giant trout. He wasn't extremely long, but he was so dense. He was like that tall.
Yeah, he was fat.
Ah, it's
He
cold.
had, that was a good fight.
You just can't keep those fish out of the hole for long and look at them because it's too chilly right
My
now.
hands are freezing.
Yeah. And it's probably the most exciting feeling in the world when you drop to bottom and you just touch, you're reeling away and you just see a big red bar on the Marcum chasing you up. And the trout didn't delay at all. It's got to be a big lake trout. At least a nice one anyways. He just ran really far. At first he didn't know he was hooked. He came up pretty easy. Like he just came up under the ice, no fight. Now he's back down near the bottom and he's not happy about it. He knows he's got a hook in his mouth. Yeah, we got a leader
Ooh,
here.
we're
He's getting
close.
close. Can't quite see down the hole. Messy, but feels like a good trout. He's just been slow head shakes. Oh, this is always stressful because the line's getting stuck in the ice around the hole. There's a whole pile of slush here too. Oh,
So many things could go wrong.
wow. This is a really, really nice lake trout. Oh, nice lake trout. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Wow. What a great fish. Look at that. He had no problem coming to bite. That hook's buried in his lip. He didn't delay at all. Oh. Second fish of the day.
That's awesome.
What a great start. Probably the most exciting feeling in the world when you see a big red bar chasing you up off the bottom. And that's the reward. A great fight, beautiful fish. And I think he wants to swim away. See ya.
Oh, it's awesome. Nice one.
Great. Nice. Let's do a whole bunch more now.
He's going down. He's going down. He's going down.
Not impressed, but
Man, it all happened so fast. It all happened so fast.
flurry of fish come through, eh?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. What
Good
do we
fish,
got?
good fish, buddy. Real good fish. Oh my God, he's in the hole.
Oh, you got him.
Little guy.
Find a friend that'll get a wet sleeve for you. You know you got a buddy when that happens. Man, I thought he was a lot bigger. He took a couple crazy runs, but that's a good fish.
Nice fish.
Very
Let him go.
nice fish. You donated it to the wet sleeve
Never
service
even got
there.
wet.
I love it, man. Let's get him
Get
back
that guy
and
back.
catch another.
He's running.
Gotta get snowshoes on to come help you here. So slushy. Oh yeah. Nice fish. Holy. Wow, another beautiful lake trout. Look at that. Wow. Here. That hand in the belly there. Hold it there. There you go. Pop that hook out.
You want to kiss him goodbye?
Wow. He kissed me right back too.
There you go. Oh, my hands.
We got a nice lake trout. Took a bad hook. It's a little bit bigger than we normally keep, but there's no problem because there's a great way to do up a bigger trout. For lunch today, we'll go into shore and light a fire. And if these big trout aren't super great for the fry pan, we can take them in and hang them above a stick over top of a fire and pretty much smoke them. The big thing with this is to not separate the tail and leave a chunk of meat. Oh my gosh, this fish has nice meat. Look at that. That's gonna be so tasty for lunch on an open fire. And you flip it over, it's still attached on the tail right there. Flip it over. Do the same thing. Okay. Now when you get it to there, flip the slab out of the way and cut through this tailbone piece right here with the carcass. And now over a fire when we go to shore, what we're gonna do is hang a willow or some sort of piece. We can hang that right from it and cook it in the smoke of the fire and the heat, and it's like broiled trout. Or it's you know, it's kind of like smoked trout, but you're cooking it fast, so it gets crispy and crunchy and it's charred, and it's just an amazing lunch. And all those fats are gonna keep us energized out here to catch more trout. So we say thank you to that fish for lunch. Well, we're on shore now and it's time for lunch. So we found this bald rock that's exposed because it's hard. There's 4 feet, 5 feet of snow. So if you try and light a fire on it anywhere, it's just gonna sink down and disappear and go out. So we found this convenient point that had a nice rock that we can cook up our trout on. So all we do is you have it still V'd like this. Got a nice willow switch. I'm gonna dig it down in the snow and just hang this off of it like that. That's all you're gonna do, and put that right in the heat. It's such a simple way to cook trout up out here. You don't need a fry pan. You don't need to slab it all up and season it. The fire is gonna be our seasoning and the stick is gonna be our fry pan. So really deep snow. I gotta find somewhere that holds. Right there. I'm gonna hang the trout off of this V I left in it. And then I'm just gonna figure out the exact right spot. Maybe like right there. Now, it's right in the heat of the fire, blowing all the heat right at it. It's basically in a broiler, but it still is kind of in a smoker. And trout's been cooked like this for thousands of years by people in this area and people north of here. You know, you could prepare 100 fish like this and eat them all summer long if they were smoked and cured, or all winter long. So it's already dripping. There's already grease starting to come out of it from the heat. It's gonna be a good lunch. Wow.
Fish on. Here we go. Yeah, there he goes. It all happened so fast.
Yeah.
It all happened so fast.
Ooh, doing some runs.
It's a good head, chicks. Come
Woo.
on, baby. This is, oh,
Oh, he's still got energy.
Right. Well,
We have to loosen my drag and let him go back down a bit. Do you see him?
Not yet.
He's still got energy.
Yeah, they just chase you up so
Yeah.
fast from the bottom. I mean, it looks like interference in your graph. That's how fast they're moving.
Not
a
bad.
Whoa, that's a dark fish. Look at that pigmentation on
Pretty.
his skin. That's a cool fish. Really cool fish.
Beauty.
That's a gorgeous, dark lake trout.
And the
Nice
bite's back
work.
on.
There you go. Nice work. That is cool coloring, huh? On that glow tube with the red head from Northland. That's what it's all about. Level head
Okay.
predator tube from Northland Tackle. Lake trout on the ice.
So awesome.
That
Beautiful
is a really
day.
cool fish. It is beautiful. That's a good one, buddy.
It's a good one, bud. Jeez.
This one came up and hit you good, eh?
Yeah, I wasn't looking, and it flew in and whacked me, and I missed him. And
Nice.
as fast as I could burn it, he was coming.
It's a good. There's your leader. So we just have a small Albright knot connecting our braid to our fluorocarbon. I don't like to use a barrel swivel because it gets caught in your guides. You need a small knot as possible, and that Albright does the trick. This is a big fish. This fish has power, man. Those are big head shakes.
I'm keeping it
That's
cool,
a big
buddy.
fish. This is a big fish.
Yeah.
This is what we need. This is what we need, buddy. Nice fish, buddy. Look at that. Heck yeah. That's what it's all about. Oh my goodness. This fish is doing weird things, man. Weird things. Weird things. I don't know what's happening. This is a good fish. Exploring the unknown out here all alone in the Ontario wilderness, chasing these fish. Just the whole experience of camping and cutting wood and just living off the land, man. It is so rewarding and so fulfilling. The fish are just a bonus, right? Just being out here, seeing the northern lights, just this whole experience, it can't be beat. That pissy fun is just screaming. I can't stop it. This is the hardest part, man, when you get their head to the whole big air bubble. Big air bubble, big head shakes. Big head shakes. We just got to get his head started. We got to get his head started. That's a nice fish, man. That's a nice fish right there. Look at that lake trout. That is a chunky lake trout. Not that long, but just fat, like 12, 13 pound fish all day long. And look at that, it just come out. That's crazy right there. That's candy. Just a white Northland tube. That equates to big lake trout. That's a nice fish, chunky fish, heavy, dark in color, just pure. Just pure. This everything about this is exactly what we look for, man. Just the unknown, the abyss, the wilderness, the trout, the lifestyle. You gotta love it. Fish, fish, fish. This feels like a decent one here. Might be another good eating sized fish. You know, when these fish come up on flats like these, they are so energetic, and it's like a wolf pack. That's kind of how you have to look at it, like a big wolf pack just hunting and roaming around and trying to find that food. Right there. Nice fish. Very nice fish. So much fun. Just a fish like this, 5, 6, 7 pounds to catch that through the ice. There's nothing that compares. So that's a great fish. Let's get her back and catch another one. The fish are simply just a bonus on trips like these. What truly defines success is time spent with good friends. Around camp, cutting wood, cooking food, talking about new memories from the day, and reminiscing about old from years past. Out here, there always seems to be a form of magic in the frigid winter air. It brings forth the notion that you really only have one life to live, one life to make memories, one life to experience all you can, and that life can be gone in an instant. So you might as well live it now.